Hello, beautiful diamond light. Sheer diamond light. I'm a little upset right now. This is my upset. My, not really upset, but these men and they football. When things don't go their way, they teams ain't winning. It's always our fault. Don't let us be in the vicinity. I'm in there trying to get me some paint because I'm in here working on my latest piece. And it's because I'm looking for paint. It ain't, he know it ain't, but you know, don't be in their way when they watching their sports. Put them claws on. Don't want me to bring out a cat woman. Anyway, y'all, I'm working on my latest. Oh, let me see. Oh man, y'all, I need to go. I don't know, maybe I don't. Yeah, I need more. I need new water. Hold on. 111 on the clock, y'all. Okay. I was gonna do a reading today. I still might. You know what I'm saying? I still might do a reading. I don't know. But I kind of got my little cosmic side. And y'all, the thing about my latest painting, y'all know how I got like the universe. Y'all see all those stuff. Y'all know how long it took me to do all those dots. All those beautiful stars to make it look like the cosmos. It's a lot of stars out there, right? That's a lot. I did a lot of dots, y'all. I did a lot. Cause that's how infinite the cosmos is, and this don't even address to the amount of infinite confirmation, or excuse me, possibilities of what the cosmos is. And it's not just white; they're colorful too. I got colors in there. Let's go zoom in. Uh, Come on now, cause this is a little zoomed in too much. Oh, that's the fetus. I mean the female egg. Okay, y'all see the little man swimming too. Y'all get it. But yeah, I got some colored dots in it too for like representing planets. You know, different color stars and planets and stuff. But yeah, let me shrink it back down so y'all can see the sunflower. Yay! Well, half of it anyway. But these are different stages. That's the fetus stage. That's the supernova going on. I don't know, y'all. That's a dandelion, in case you didn't know. I just throw it to a minute. Where my little ant at? Oh, my ant up here. Y'all can't see my ant because it's like, there you go. Busy working, doing what we doing. You know, an ant can lift like 50 times its weight or something like that. One of the strongest things on this planet. Anyway, I'm working on my piece, okay? And I do have this kind of doing like that day and night. Because we need to rain money day and night, baby. You feel me? 312 on the clock. So, let's see. I was trying to touch up the background. So now I'm about to go in and work on the interfaces of the bills and stuff. Now, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, my wonderful baby daddy. Who I'm in a relationship with. No, as of now, gave me a beautiful idea about. Cause I was like, listen, I don't do realistic art. Okay, realism, 3, 4, 2 on the clock. I'm just an artist, so I paint how I paint. All right, I've only been painting for almost 5 years, but I've came a long ways. If you go check out my YouTube channel, you'll see your girl started off. Okay. Anyway, he gave me an idea to paint the dollars. I'm just gonna let y'all see. I'm not gonna give it away. It's a little bit. He gave me a wonderful idea. I'm gonna let y'all see when I see it. But now I gotta go in and paint the coins and try to get them some type of depictions. All right, some type of depiction. So now I'm gonna go and try to put this circles in here to. Yeah, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I love this concept that was given to me because after I finish this painting, I'm manifesting as I'm painting. That this abundance, this wealth, this fortune is finna be coming and raining in my life. You know. And I don't want just no little bit of money. It ain't all about money, but it's not when this and it's infinite too. Yes, it's about bank, you know, because it's got diamonds and coins, gold, silver, dollars, right? Yes, it got all that in it, but it's not just about that. Okay? It's about infinite, like abundance from within, cosmic abundance, and just all kind of things. I don't know, just gotta go and put my numbers in here. Hold on, I know what numbers I'm putting in. Nope, we're gonna put the numbers I was gotta put in there from the get go. See, my mind be, mm, mm, okay. Steven Universe could be significant. Steven and I see my daughter watching Steven Universe. It got to do with crystals and gems. Okay, so hopefully I can get. I'm just gonna put three numbers. I put three numbers. I know it's probably four to break the code, but it's the symbol of what 888 represent. Okay, so let me do me. Mm-hmm. Maybe I could put one more. It don't look so small. No, it's not. I got no room for one more. 4 8's even more. Oh, dude. Okay. Hey. Now, we gotta go put the numbers. Don't tell me what is it. I put the many circles as I put. We just gonna number it to it. Don't number no more. Don't be trying to judge me now. I'm not like anybody else. Steve said, can't you see I'm not like? I'm like, you are who you are. You're not like nobody else. There's only one you, okay? A lot of people, he's saying Steven and the Stevens, a lot of people trying to mimic you and copy you, okay? A lot of other people want to be you, but baby, they can't. It's only one you, okay? He was like, I'm Steven and the Stevens. I'm not like any other of the guys. Even though he knows other Stevens or basically other copies of him, it's only one him. He like, we all Stevens. But it's like only one original him. You know what I'm saying? They can try to copy you, clone you, but it's only one you. So this that copycat energy coming up through Steven Universe. I'm just listening to y'all, to the show. But it's also talking about the different parts of yourself cosmically, I'm getting. So these are different aspects of yourself, all right? Your chakra energy, your emotions, all right? This is about that too. I can't even put that in there because I'm gonna stop it at 8. I might put that as a 0. I'm not gonna have. We're gonna make that a 0. Because I can't even put that. And then it's like trusting the different aspects of yourself as well too. I need to, baby. Okay. Love all of who you are. Even love those who want to try to mimic and be you. All right. Don't hate them because they see something in you that they don't see in themselves, but hopefully through you they'll start to see their selves in themselves. I'm trying to think, should I? Yeah. Something to do with music too could be significant. So maybe you do music. Maybe the people that's copycatting you do music. Maybe the people that's trying to copy you, destiny swapping them, get and do music. Maybe you're about to be a part of some type of band, or you are, or going to be. Trying to figure out. Yeah. They want to get rid of the original Steven so they can be Steven. You know what I'm saying? Like the copycats want to get rid of the original you so they can be you, basically. That's that destiny swapping I'm picking up on just from listening to the cartoon, y'all. My daughter playing in her room. I'm kind of chiming in. I'm getting messages through. I get messages through things I see here. You know, my intuition, just visions. I have dreams, just knowings. Things just come to me in all kind of ways. I'm guided to paint things that I'm given in my mind. Sometimes things I see and hear trigger what I'm to paint next, but sometimes it just come to me. I'm trying to think, should I go even bigger on this? And I'm just trying to figure it out along the way. Trying to figure out how to make these dollars pop. It's cosmic money, baby. It's infinite money, infinite abundance, infinite wealth. It's generational wealth. All right, this ain't in out. It's gonna keep raining. And it's crazy because y'all it's raining today here. They tell their mama they showing me that don't forget it's raining today. So on the first day of the um, Aquarian energy, which we're in the Pluto energy as well. Okay, so that's what this energy is coming in at. It's raining here in Southern California, and we get 3 days of rain. So pretty neat. Okay, let me put. I think I need some circles right here on the end so you can see the signs I paint in here. Now I'm just trying to make the money the way I want to make it, the way I want to design it to be as I go. Okay. I probably have to go back and um, try to think. Do I want to keep that corn like that, or do I want to turn it to? Yeah, I think I'm gonna change the corn to. I'm gonna go back and paint it silver. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'm gonna keep the ones I've done like I've done. But I want kind of all of them to say the same, have the same symbol on it. Well, no, they can't. No, we're gonna keep it like I'm gonna work with it like that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking. I'm talking to myself, but I'm talking to y'all too. But y'all hear me talk. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know what that is right there, though. It was black right there. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to make that a little. Do I need to make it a little bigger? Try not to overthink it, y'all. But I'm an overthinker. Yeah, I'm listening to seagulls. I've been seeing a lot of seagulls lately. Y'all left out today earlier to run some areas, take care of some things. It was in the rain. Trying to go ahead and do the bigger faces first. Okay. And then I need to. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. Let's just go up here. Take this in. See how much space I got. Y'all mad because I did leave my. Huh. I try not to be so worried, y'all, about things. Like, I've been dealing with a lot of psychic attacks. Things are going better around here, I can say. Because I'm trying to let up off my. I'm trying to not to be so paranoid when it comes to my relationship. Uh, because I know a lot do be happening as far as spiritual attacks towards us or whatever. I'm just trying to just trust in the divine that I'm at where I'm at because I'm meant to be here. If I wouldn't meant to be here, the spell work would have been worked against us no matter what. I've been gone because God wouldn't allow it and make a way for me to get out. You know what I'm saying? So on and so on. As He has before. Um, that He wouldn't keep me in a situation where I'm constantly around a person that's gonna try to murder me. Now, whether he's my handler, that's a different story. 1717 on the clock. Now, not necessarily that my handler is trying to murder me, but he's part of the agenda of probably testing on me if he's my handler and watching to see um, if my abilities activated and what's going on with me. Might be part of slowing me down, trying to slow me down energetically. I don't know. But I'm just trying to let things be and not ruin things if it don't need to be ruined. I'm just trying to really just allow God to come in and guide me and protect me no matter what. And just not being like frantic all the time. Like, you know, I've been working on it, y'all. I told you, girl, it's not perfect, you know. And it's crazy because as I'm sitting here working on this, like somebody's messing my back. And it irritates me because it's like, oh, I know what it is. It's dark. It's dark on the East Coast. Let me see. Is it at least 3 o'clock now? Oh yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock, so it's dark over there. So they doing their bookity bookity book. And then when I was out earlier to at the store, they was showing me that it is people sending money overseas and stuff. The name Ria could be significant, but that is a money transfer center that like Mexicans use. So Mexico could be significant or just overseas. I got African. I seen a equinox. I was seeing a lot of white jeeps today, so that was significant. Um, the number 777 has been very relevant today, and I've seen 777 when I was out about 7 times. No cap, and I've seen the number 444, and I also seen the number 864, which is the area code for the hometown that I'm in, Anderson, South Carolina. So that's where my family's at. So the spirit was telling me that I'm still being GameStop, and people still up to something. All right. Um, Las Vegas is significant too. Cause I'm getting Viva Las Vegas, Las Vegas. Um, what else? It's just a lot of different signs I be getting that show me things like people still doing spell work. People still this is a big thing. People still trying to come for me. People still trying to figure a way to get away with crimes. Um, the elite still targeting me. But it's like, but their time is up for sure. That's a lot that's about to be happening on a mass scale. Uh, and to the divine beings out there, anybody that has been trying to harness our energy, that has been targeting us over years, months, however, um, that's been doing any type of energy manipulation, trying to do science, whatever they've been doing to us that was unwillfully in the spiritual realm, physical realm, whatever. It's they're really about to see things happening in their life. Their positions are about to get uprooted. They're about to lose their positions. They're about to, I hate to say this, lose loved ones, especially if anybody was trying to offer you in any type of way. If they was messing with your finances, they're gonna lose finances. If they was trying to mess with your destiny, their destiny is blocked. Um, Everything that they came up against me and others to do, it's gonna become their fate. You know, they basically don't curse themselves and their bloodlines. Um, it's like God is such a wonderful God, but at the same time, it experiences itself through everything. But it always give us a chance here to have free wills to play the game. Now we can play the game the way we want to. If you choose to be wicked and whatever, that's on you. But what is forbidden and what is not allowed is the ones who's passed the test, and y'all continue to try to bring us irony and terror. And we not only came here and through lack of knowing of who we were and stuff and everything that's been done to us and us forgetting why we was here when we came here, and we still was attacked by entities that know why we was here, whatever, and was trying to stop us. Like, even though we might have collected a little karma along the way, even in this life, we came here to clear our karmic deck for these bloodlines, and a lot of us are succeeding in this. And it's like it's time for us to show the world that God is real. Um, we passed our test 2203 on the clock. Okay, we passed our test. We've overcame our obstacles. We continue to, and it's like, but these people are adamant on thinking that for some reason they can continue to play in our energy, and it's we've done enough. We came out of karmic cycles. We're healing these bloodlines, and now it's time for us to vast in our greatness and get what we righteously earned, energetically, soulfully, and what we've earned here in this life, like us passing our tests. It's time to leave us alone, and if you choose not to, you're just gonna have heavy, heavy consequences. Okay, so when we was young, we didn't know better. We was low vibrational, and y'all was able to tag us and kind of get away with it, putting us in these situations. Now that we're in our knowing and we've healed and continue to heal, 2255 on the clock, y'all have to leave us alone, or else. Especially you all are out there trying to destiny swap and stop people from being successful and great because you're jealous that somebody could become more successful than you, more wealthier than you. Not it's beyond wealth that have more spiritual connection to you. A lot of you want to believe that because y'all wrongfully obtain gifts 2323 on the clock. Y'all did things, do sacrifice, destiny swapping, energy exchange, changing. Y'all want to perceive that we've done the same thing. Some of you know we haven't did the same thing because y'all know that y'all been the ones that been putting the spell work on us, and y'all know we divine and purge. Other people that comes across us don't know who we truly are, and they think that we're wicked, that we're doing spell work, and so you want to try to attack us too. 2344 on the clock, 2345, and you're wrong. A lot of you not as gifted as you pretend, or portray to be. Because if you were, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing because you'll be able to read the energy signature of who we are. And if you are even of the dark, you will know not to fuck with the divine. But some of you are Satanists, and y'all think that's the most powerful source. Y'all think that's y'all God. To you all, it is, but it's not the ultimate be all. Divinity is the highest, most powerful essence in the cosmos of all that is. Divinity, love. Don't get me wrong, hate has its frequencies, but it's in order to be in that energy, it's not even a soul. It's low vibrational, and you have to pull off the essence of others just to have. You all want to think because we're so talented and gifted and bright, and we can do this and da 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 that we got to be doing magic too. I keep telling you all, we are the magic. We're divine. We're source in the flesh. 2441 24424. I mean 2444 on the clock. It was 2442, but it went to 2444. Okay, so yeah, but it's just it breaks my heart because at the end of the day, I want everybody to win. And yeah, some of us work harder. Some of us, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. This world gonna be better though, and I'm gonna be a part of the divine world, and I'm gonna make sure I be a shift in it. Because this detrimental wickedness that's uncalled for, that's unnecessary, must motherfucking stop. Do the work, heal, and collect from your own energy. I get so passionate about it. Like, y'all, I get frustrated because I know you don't have to be dark. It's a choice. A lot of people, 2, 5, 4, 6, don't want to do the work. A lot of people don't believe in their own selves. And a lot of people got to set that there's certain levels to things. Like, you energetically, in your soul energy, in your divine alignment, everybody was, souls was came in on certain times. So you gotta trust the timeline that you came in on. You gotta be excited and happy for where you at, and you just gotta do the work to obtain things that you see other people have that they work hard for. You envious and jealous of it, not perceiving that, damn, what does it take to get there? Instead of you figuring out what it takes for you to get there, you want to stop somebody else from doing it because you don't want to do the work. Because if you stop them from doing it, you can perceive not to do the work and still conceive to be powerful and out of your material, whatever, your fame, whatever the case, right? But not people not knowing because they're trying to take my throat chakra right now. That the only reason you are where you at is because you took somebody else's energy. You stole somebody else's idea. You stole from Peter and Paul and Rob, Joe, and everybody else, just to have what you had. You sacrificed a lot of people with insurance policies. You did a lot of crooked things to obtain what you had. Everybody ain't fortunate enough to 27 to go out here and hustle and just to have money to invest in themselves. Everybody not fortunate enough to go out here and work to have money to invest in themselves. We literally have our beautiful divine gifts and abilities and creations that God embodied in us, that we have within us, and we work hard. And it be one those of us who don't have the financial stability to be able to go and work with people that they will try to use you and instead of giving you a helping hand or seeing your potential, they still they instead of doing that, they want to try to steal your ideas, your inventions, your creations so they can get paid. Tap into your DNA signature. They vampires literally. They want your memories, they want your gifts, they want your abilities. But they'll stop you from basking in your greatness, steal from you, just for you want 28 on supersede them. Because everybody's so hooked on power. But see, power ain't got nothing to do with finances. Yeah, that's a part of it, but real power comes from your heart, the divine, where we can manifest. We're really going to be able to manifest the things we want. And it got to be rightfully gifted or given to us because we've earned it. And those who are not energetically in alignment and earning this stuff righteously, you won't be able to take from us anymore. You won't be able to manifest. And you will get hit hard and heavy. And if you think for one damn second you're going to continue to destiny swap and take from us energetically, drawing off our soul essence and our energy, you're going to check the fuck up off this plane. Or you're going to learn hard lessons here no matter what you, like y'all want, no matter what, even though we got the Midas touch, y'all wanted the shit that we was touching to be y'all's. No more. Do the work. It's time for y'all to feel how we felt. Get it out the mud. But some of us don't work so hard and we ain't got 2 damn pennies to rub together. It ain't because we don't deserve it. It ain't because we ain't worked hard for it. It's because we've been righteous and we ain't cheated our way through nothing. If we was doing low vibrational, dark, negative, kind of stuff, we've been had money and shit too. I've been there. Hustle. But I didn't want hustling and doing all. I didn't want stripping. I didn't want to do that shit. It wasn't me. It was disgusting to make good money. I didn't want to sell drugs. It wasn't for me. I tried that. I didn't want to be the town whore. Mess with all the drug dealers. Just because I can have my nails done and my hair. And I didn't want the stay with the drug dealer, the one that's doing it in time because be doing me and everybody else. But then there's diseases. That life wasn't for me. I wasn't meant to stay in those type of lives, man. I've experienced them, but it wasn't for me. I was miserable in every instance of it. And then there's, breaking the law. I didn't want to be the one that I spent one night, my whole life, one night, my whole life locked up behind bars, and it felt like a lifetime. And I knew then that that wasn't for me. And I went for back child support over somebody doing me wrong, taking my daughter away from me for no reason. Because I wasn't financially able, but yet y'all want to be paid child support. Make it make sense. You wicked occultist bitches. She's 22 now. She's grown. And she's been raised by a wicked, evil family of her daddies. She got her own life to live. She got her own family, her own whatever going on with her. No, I do not talk to my daughter. And I won't because I know what she's been a part of. She has her and her dad, they got a $1 million life insurance policy out on me. And you want to say how I know? Because she got access to my social security number, 3204 on the clock. Because years ago, when she was a little bit out of high school, first time I seen my daughter after she was 3.5 years old, she was 16. I finally got to see her for the first time since then. I hadn't talked to her since she was 9. All right. I was kind of talking to her over line. She was sneaking and talking to me around with Facebook when she got about 12, 13. We was talking online for years. 32, 32 on the clock. And then her dad found out that we had been talking online. We've been sneaking and talking. And he finally, 3241, decided to let her come and visit me. 3245 in California when she was 16. He brought her to visit me. It was beautiful. First time I had all three of my girls together at one time. After that, we established a relationship. Let's continue to talk. She came and visited again with her boyfriend years later, 4 years later, I think, or something like that. Come on, y'all. 333 on the clock. 3333 on the clock, all right? So, as we was talking over years, as she got older, she wanted to go to college. Not regular college, but she needs some help with financial aid. Okay. So, mind you, her daddy had his own business massage company. And I know the only reason he got into that is he was stealing my energy back then, too, because that was one thing I specialized in. I used to love to give people massages. That was one of my go-to. That's how I kind of got Will in. So, he went into that because of me. And then he started his own massaging. Still couldn't let me go. Still couldn't let a part of me go. Her dad asked me to marry him twice. 3421. And I laughed in his face. He had a funyun that you eat the first time, the chips, and put it on my finger and talking about, will you marry me? I think I had a baby by my cousin. Don't realize that, he was messing with my little Irby cousin down the street when I was in school. He would stay around where I lived at. He would hang out there. And she'd been dropped out of school. And she was younger than me. He wasn't going to school, messing with drug dealers and family was hustlers and all this stuff. She was a whore. Anyway, her brothers told me that he was coming down there sleeping with her when I was at school. This was later on down the line. This was after I got pregnant and all that. And course, he denied it. But then he started working at a company where my high school sweetheart had worked there. He was a supervisor there. He didn't know that that was my baby daddy that worked there. Her girlfriend called my house. Our daughter at the time was 5 months old and told me that they was pressing charges against. He got fired because they was in his car, 3546 on the clock. Got caught being intimate in his car. He lied and told me that he got into it with a white guy at work, and they fired him because some type of racial thing. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The girlfriend calls my house. Supposedly she's gay, but she told me that the girlfriend say my baby daddy raped her in the bathroom, right? And they were gonna press charges. They found my number in the phone book. So how did this girl even get my name? How she even know my name? Because obviously he was talking about me, trying to find out if she knew me or not. You know. Um, he had to address that he had a girlfriend, she got a girlfriend, so they both cheated. That's what I'm saying, right? So I woke up out of my sleep. I remember never forget I was busting them all in his face. And I knew this woman wasn't lying because 36 o'clock. She don't know my name. She don't know me. I don't know. And she knew his name. She knew we worked there. She knew what type of car he drive because his girlfriend never did all this stuff to her. So I know that this woman wasn't lying. He woke up to blows to the face. Just know that. That's all of me. And after that, our relationship, I already had got word that he had got my cousin pregnant. And this same cousin had a baby around the same time as me, was pregnant around the same time as me. Our daughters the same age. This was her first baby. And she blamed on the drug dealer. But anyway, this baby daddy took, this was the first one who paid to come to my life to destroy me. This is the one that took my daughter from me. He was the hoe. He did me wrong. He cheated on me. He dogged me out. Back to my high school sweetheart for the girl he was sleeping in the car with. I found out that what really happened through him. He didn't know it was my baby daddy. He had started like after me and my baby dad got into it, he was gone. Somehow me and him started talking again. This before he got with him, who he ended up with. That white crazy bitch that been doing spell work on me too. I guess I don't know. I guess he never really got over me because we broke up in high school for no reason. But regardless, my life has been chaotic. And I don't care about that. But other people care about me that I don't give a fuck about it. That they still in my energy. Again, he the one told me that my baby daddy got they got caught by the security guard riding around checking the parking lot. They got caught in the car. They got caught in the car doing it. They were gonna go to jail, but they didn't lock them up. They just fired both of them, and both of them came up with these bogus lies. The girlfriend said that he raped her, and he lied to me saying that he got into it with a white guy. Come to find out, it was a white chick that he got caught sleeping with, 38 on the clock in the car on the job. That's how he lost the job. So after that, everything just really went downhill. And like I said, after that, that's when he want to ask me to marry him after all this stuff. With a funyun on my finger on top of that. Even if it was a real ring, I would have that. He asked me twice and I laughed in his face and said no. After that, that's when they came after me and took my daughter from me. After all that. And some more. It's more he did, but that's just, Ooh, his wicked mama. On top of that. Who they had been doing spell work on him in his life. And then as he got older, he became part of that coven, that secret society. You know? And now my daughter was around these wicked people and money hungry. And back to she wanted to go back to school. Of course, they got money. He got his own company. They got a house. By this time, his mama them staying with him because they got all that karma for doing spell work, $39 on the clock, doing spell work on me to take my daughter, to cause me to have a stroke, to mess with my finances, my love life, and so on, so my health and so on. She paid to have work done on me so she can get custody of my daughter. She paid to have work done on her son so he would do stupid stuff, come back home so he could convince him to take my daughter because they already tried to take his first daughter from him. He had a child already, 4004 at 16. Mind you, this time he's 19. I'm 17. All right. He was already out of high school. All right. I was a senior in high school. threw my whole life away just for them to take my daughter from me. And this was all plotted and propaganda. He was paid to come in my life to do this. Because I remember I tried to break it off with him before I got pregnant, and I just want to be friends. And he was like, "Well, we just gonna be friends. I don't want to talk no more." I was like, "Fine." Then he pop up back up big and saying, "Oh, I was wrong. 4044. I'll give you a break," and da 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 da. And then he was up on my ass again. Next thing you know, I ain't gonna lie, my pills came up missing for a couple of days, and then I got knocked up. And now I think about it, I think he went to my pills to intentionally get me pregnant. All right, so back to my daughter. So even though they had money and all this stuff, she knew they had money, and she was like, "Mom, will you help me out and let me use your name and stuff so I can get financial aid and da 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 da, right?" And you know all this other stuff. Now, confirmation burp. It hit me. So she needed my social security number and all this stuff, right? Of course, I ain't been able to really do much for my daughter. Of course, I want to try to help her in the way I can. 414 on the clock. So I did. I gave her my social security number and I wanted to do something to help out. That's the trick they used though. She only went back to school for like, she went to school, but she went for like a semester and quit. Got their first check for financial aid and quit. But Spirit say the only reason she did that because there was already plotting and everything to do this so they can get life insurance policy out of me because they already knew about this inheritance that everybody was going to try to off me with. So, she would have got her cut off of that, right? Mind you, if I would have just got my inheritance, I could have paid my back child support and she would have got that money. You see what I'm saying? 4, 2, 3, 1 on the clock. But she didn't care about that. I guess they offered her more money and then she was like, nah, well, shit, I can get that cut. And then me and my dad can get a $1 million policy out on her. And that'll be our money. That'd be more than what she can give me. Rather me be dead. I don't give a friend, fruit, fruit, floop. This is what's going down. This is what's been going on. I know God been showing me these things. And it breaks my heart because my baby was raised by some demonic wolves. These people have been trying to destroy my life because they've been attached to my family somehow, how he met me. Because my thing is, my daughter got to be raised by my twin sisters, who are my dad's kids. Me and them, they have the same mother. Their mother treated me somewhat like a daughter. Like she was always there. I could talk to her about anything, call her and stuff, but she didn't raise me. I wasn't in their life like that. Me and my sister didn't grow up together. I talked to their mother more than I talked to them on the phone as we established this type of relationship. And she kept in touch with me to let me know that my daughter was coming around. After a while, she was like, I just want to share with you, Keita, 43 on the clock, my nose itching that Tasha's been coming over here and we've been seeing her. And I'm like, really? Excited because I get to find out what's going on with my daughter. Oh, thank you so much, Cynthia Girl. Thank you so much, Cynthia Girl Walls. That's her name. She's gone now. She's no longer living. Thank you so much, Cynthia Girl Walls. I thank you so much, and I'm just able to get. If at the time I'm not realizing, not questioning, how how do they even know my baby daddy? How did they even connect? How did they even know who she was on that? Let they start talking. Because I think my baby daddy might have met her one time. But it was already some type of connection there because 4432 on the clock. He was paid to come into my life. This is all propaganda. So they already knew each other somehow. So all these years, one of my sisters and the oldest one, her and my baby daddy, 4453, had been messing around. The oldest twin sister. The one that started with a C, she know who she is. My nose is itching. Secretly seeing each other. Even after she was married, I'm told. Oh, boy. And their mom left me something from what I energetically and spiritually perceive. And my granddad, my dad, father left me something. So these is two inheritances, okay? Five, 4, 5, 4, 5 on the clock that was left to me. 9, 9. My life has number 9. So, man, my life has been a doozy. Not only that, not counting the spell work that my mama side of the family, her crazy sister and all them being a part of their life insurance policy. People been killing off people for insurance money. Ooh, my nose is itching. They've been doing this for the longest. Crazy. A lot of siblings was offering their siblings. Their own parents, some of them. Siblings. Parents was offering their kids. Siblings was part of offering other siblings. And all these suckety ducks who all split money. People who they teamed up and plot together to take out. And all of them have friends in certain establishments and, banks, insurance. One of my twin sisters, I know for a fact, she told me a while ago that she started doing insurance, life insurance. She got into that for a minute. Now tell me, the other one, the oldest one, she got her master's in psychology. But that psychology degree ain't gonna get you nowhere when it comes to God, baby. And your wickedness and the crimes that they've been committing. How can you be so smart but so damn dumb at the same time? And these people think because they military, her husband's a military in the military, Army Marine, something like that. One of my other cousins, she was in the. These people think because they serve time in the military, because they police officers, because they in law, because they got degrees, because some of the people they know, because they know judges and lawyers and doctors and all this stuff. My grandmother's a hairdresser, so she come across all kind of people, right? My daddy worked at the school, so ain't no telling how many people his line as seemed like an upsetting citizen got in contact with to get to know people in high places. My baby daddy was a preacher. You see what I'm saying? 48, 48, in Masons and all this other stuff. Have lawyers and all kind of stuff in their pocket. My nose is itching. And somehow they got my stupid husband who was plotted, this dude by the government, he was propaganda into my life too. Him to be involved because they got a hold of my second daughter by having her taken from my mom when my mom was living before they offed her. So my aunt, my mom's older sister, can get her hands on my daughter, confirmation birth. So they can use her to try to get this money too, to try to find me to be an unfit parent. Oh, oh, she did my nose itching. She didn't have her first daughter. Her first daughter got taken from her. Now she left her daughter with her mother that was on drugs. And her daughter had drugs and they gave my daughter drugs. Or they lied or paid off the person, the people that work in the Department of Social Services to say my daughter was on drugs. Now when I asked, I had cocaine in her system, trying to blame it on my mama, but my brother girlfriend was staying there at the time and they gave her something. My brother, and they did this on purpose. All of them came together 5000 to plot together to have my daughter taken from my mother because they knew I had this money coming to me. Then my mama didn't want to be a part of this shit, so they offed her for some insurance money. And they thought it would kill two birds with one stone, but baby, I'm still here. And they all been working together. My mama's side of the family and my daddy's side of the family. And my ex-lovers. And people from my childhood I went to school with and stuff, old friends and stuff. And somehow I think even my high school sweetheart involved. My nose is itching. 5034. And I got in contact and reached out to all kind of people. Even the people in Tennessee for that ministry that I was in, they've been doing magic on me. They got some type of insurance policy out on me too. And how they did this, the Mobis girlies, the outreach ministry I was in, how they did this, because they had access to everybody, birth certificate, 5111, everybody's social security. We had to give them all our information. My nose is itching to stay in these places. My left hand is itching. So 5123, which was connected to my ex husband, which also was propaganda in my life. They always playing. They tried to bend off me too when I was in Tennessee, but it never. Or get me to off myself, but it never worked because they also still have some type of policy out on me. I also had one out on my mother. 5144 on the clock. They got a lot of policies on a lot of people that was in that ministry. It was for part of for their safety. For that ministry been shut down, and they ain't never gave nobody permission to take nothing out on me. There's so many wicked people in this world that think they're gonna get away with stuff. These are the same people that stole my 4 notebooks worth of poems, by the way, and had them illustrated somewhere, published. My hard work. You know that ministry fell apart after that. After they forced me to leave that place with my ex-husband, forced me to get engaged to him to stay there because I didn't want to go back home to my wicked hometown. I ain't know nowhere else, nobody else to know where to go. So I was kicked out with him. And this was by design too. He knew this was gonna happen. He was a part of this. Just to take me to just to drive me crazy, abuse me, and try to get me to want to off myself too. He even poisoned me one time. 5252 on the clock. They've been trying to offer me for insurance money. There's so many people that have insurance policies out on me out there. Just a crime fucking shame. Red flag. 5312 on the clock. My nose is itching. No, it's 5321, my bad. So my whole life been basically propaganda from a lot of people paid to come into my life. Handlers. This is big. This is elite status. This is energy weapons. Poisons. Targeted. Targeted. I've been targeted my whole life. Well, the dark agenda's up. I made it. I passed the test. I know who I am now. 5403 on the clock. And I want every justice. My nose itching. Every justice. I want justice, divine justice. Judgment is here. It's no wonder why I ain't never been able to get ahead. Do y'all know the holes on my accounts? The damage that's been did on my body to stop me from being able to physically work? Hmm. Had a stroke. I was supposed to be a paraplegic. 5444 on the clock. I'm supposed to be super handicapped where I can't do nothing for myself. Basically a vegetable. They wish I could just be a vegetable to the soul that want to lay in a deadless body anymore. Because they couldn't just off me. My life has been a doozy, and it all makes sense now. Now, But God, the divine 5522 has been me all along. And not 5533, 5534. None of it caused me to turn wicked. And that's because I am the divine in the flesh. Most people that have been through an inkling of what I've been through would have turned dark, went out for revenge, had hate, and all kind of shit. A lot of people wouldn't be able to have the heart that I have today. And that's just an inkling of what I've had to endure. A pinch it of my life. But yet I've been killed. My nose is itching. So, Spirit is definitely here and they want me to talk about this. They want me to say it. Um, so, the Dawsons, the Jacksons, the Tuckers, the Wilsons, the Moores, and that's my ex husband name, the Gurleys, the Mobleys, um, the Johnsons, um, Reeds, these marriage names, Jacksons, if I had said them, Chester, Graves. I even had that even an old friend girl of mine been doing some type of Ponzi scheme. There's people in Tennessee that's been reckoning on my identity too. My nose is itching. Identity theft has really went on. People trying to make it look like I've been doing crimes that I hadn't done because there's no way. How the fuck I'm gonna do some crimes and still be broke, busted, and disgusted? Make that make motherfucking sense, bitch. 57, 57 on the clock. Because a lot of these crimes have to do with money. So why don't I have any? And if I got anything in my name and accounts overseas or anywhere, it ain't mine. I wouldn't be sitting here telling my story, trying to figure it all out. I could never. And it breaks my heart because I'm like, why would anybody ever, you know? I couldn't do nothing for money like that. I couldn't hurt others to get ahead. That's why I've had to suffer because I'm just not wicked. I just, I just want this world to heal, you know, because it's so much suffering and people do anything. I know it's hard, but it's no fucking excuse. Um, I've never did anything to anyone to deserve anything that they've done or doing to me. Never. And I can't say I have. And anything they've said is a lie. It's a damn lie. I've told them about that stuff. I spoke things that I've seen them and they've tried to make me seem crazy and as of a lie because I know them. I know their secrets. I can see things. Nobody can never say I use anything anybody done did for me is because what they wanted to do for their heart. 59, 59 on the clock. 10000. I don't. I'm not the type of person that really asks anybody for nothing. I've always stood on my own too. Every now and then I've asked for something, and then when people help me out, they only help me out to hurt me. Um, Can't nobody say I never stole nothing from them. Can't nobody say nothing. I did things when I was a child. I'm not when I was a fucking child, and I'm not gonna hold me stuff I did as a child to my fucking head because I was fucking lost, hurt, and damaged. I didn't know no fucking better, so you can kiss my ass on that one. But as an adult, no, I didn't. Never have done anything. I stole nothing from nobody. I cussed motherfuckers out. That's what I did. And if I had to put these heaters on them, yeah, they got these heaters. But I really barely any fault anybody in my family. Like, except one cousin, we used to fight all the time because she wanted to try me the most, and so she had to get her ass whooped a lot. But she almost got me one time though when I almost fell down the stairs. 10111. But when I caught myself and I came up off them stairs, she had to pay for that. But it just helped make her a little bit more tough. 10123. But I fought a few of my cousins, a couple of them. But I had to fight growing up all my life. I had to fight because we got picked on. Had to fight because my mom was the crackhead all the time. We got picked on a lot. We didn't have nothing. Um, was thrown around. You know, elementary was real, and middle school was real hard for me. As I got into high school, was able to work and play sports. I found a sense of myself through that, and it saved my life being athletic. And it was just a natural thing that I was naturally athletic, uh, and it gave me a hope for the future. But my family didn't like that. Oh no, we can't let her go off to school. No, we energy harvesting. We're taking her energy. We're destiny swapping with her. No, we can't let her succeed. We need to find ways to take her out. We need to find ways to make sure she don't thrive so we can keep taking her good energy, right? That always made sense why that was plotting me up to, you know, at 12 years old. No, I wasn't even 12, I was 11 when I had to lose my innocence just to feed me and my sister. 10243 on the clock for a sandwich. Yes, that's how I lost my virginity at 11 years old just to feed me and my sister for a sandwich because my mom and her boyfriend was up in the bedroom all day when we lived in a little shack on South Side. We ain't had nothing to eat. I remember I was in fifth or sixth grade. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know nothing about that type of stuff. The little boy at the time took advantage of me. But we was hungry, so my mama sent me and my sister to my mom's boyfriend at that time. They sent me us to his mother house, and of course they act like they wasn't there. They was there then, cause it ain't their business to feed us. They used to send us up there all the time to go tell Miss Hogan and give y'all something to eat. Yeah, Hogan's. Yeah, that too, that name too. And they didn't open the door to us this day. We had 8 days, and they next door was some teenage boys there, boys around my age, my sister's age, and I'll never forget it. That boy took my virginity for us. It was just the only way they would get us a sandwich or something to eat. Didn't know this boy, never played with him, never met him, nothing. I mean, I think we might have went to school together, might have seen him, but I didn't know him. But it was like the thing was I'll give you your sister a sandwich, but you gotta basically sleep with me. I didn't know what I was doing. He told me what to do. I was crying. I never forget it. I didn't know what I was doing, and I felt so fucking bad after that. That could have been propaganda. I don't know. And so many other ways, things I've done in my life to survive that I'm not proud of. Everybody been out to destroy me. But they still ain't broke me though. It hurts. The past don't so much hurt. I'm over that. It's just that they continue to. And all I do is mind my business and trying to be the best version of myself. I keep trying to show up, keep trying to make something of myself. 10555 on the clock. And I keep trying to manifest this divine life. I always seen myself to want to be a superstar, to be famous. I always wanted that. I always knew it was something great in me. But so many people kept me broke down. So many people kept me feeling worthless, feeling like I was a problem, pushing my buttons, put me in places and situations that I had no business being in, sending people in my life, paying people to come into my life, just betting on me, betting against me, set me up, trying to off me. I can't even tell you how many times in flashbacks and knowing that even over these times here that I've been poisoned and survived it. How much spell work's been done on my life. It's crazy. I've just been, how much science experience been done on me. I'm just a fucking walking fucking damn experiment for so many people. But I guess when you hold that much power and you that fucking great, and you can make that much of a change to realities, of course, they don't want you to know that. They can't let you know that you're the divine in the flesh. Because you can destroy everything that that dark agenda ever could comprehend or perceive. And not you. Why not them? Why you? I keep up picking up some energy that's very significant about a nail tech or somebody that does nails. Um, I've been picking up on this energy for a while now. I picked up on it again at the store when I was out earlier. But yeah, I can tell you this: I love myself despite it all, and I don't hate nobody. I still don't hate nobody. That's the beautiful thing about it. I don't hate nobody. I do know that a lot of these people ain't gonna stop doing what they're doing or hurting people in the world until they're held up on the judgment. Literally, the Truman Show is what my life been. But I'm here for it. I will get the victory. I already have because I've won within my own soul well-being. I love myself. I'm in gratitude despite it all. The pressure has merely created a beautiful diamond of light. And I get to create all this beautiful art. I get to make I'm up here, let me show y'all, just in case y'all just chiming in. Let me show y'all like who essence of who I am. Alright. Um I want to show my art, but it's kind of falling off the wall, but I don't care. Let's get a tour of Diamond Light, okay? Although they broke me, they just turned me into this beautiful, creative, which I've always been this way, but I'm able to, because I've done so much healing and I love myself so much and I continue to do what God has driven me and given me to do innately, that they keep trying to target my limbs, keep trying to, y'all, never mind how I look today, because it's raining out. I just do something on. Y'all know I don't care about none of that. My looks ain't on. Don't not love myself. I care about how I look. Don't get it twisted, but I don't let that stuff stop me from showing up. Okay, so let's start with my art, okay? As y'all can see, my little sticky stuff is coming off my wall, but All right, look at all this art I've done. Okay, look. Okay, this is what I've done over the years. This is some of my art for some of you all that hadn't seen it. All right, this is some of my art. All right, let's go down here. I got some on the floor too. Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? Y'all see? This is all my hard work over the years. I've been able to be creative. All right, look at my Ace Coon Boom Graham. All right, they go to Seven Chakra Super Chicks. This is the latest one I worked on before the one I'm working on now. All right, I love this one, y'all. Some of it I use like some 3D stuff, like I did with my mom hair and stuff. So I'm do what I've got to do. All right, my light languages, of course, and I do have this one over here. Okay, as well. That was that eco-friendly. All right. Um, and of course, my very first mural that I've done since I've been living here. All right, my very first mural. Okay. And then the divine gave me my latest stuff that I've been working on. Okay. And that's not even on my art, y'all. I got a lot of it in tubes. Okay. That's that on the walls is not even half of it. Okay. So I got a lot of other art that I've done over the years just in 3 different tubes. Okay. So, but let me show you my manifestation tubes I've been working on. All right. This is why I'm so proud of myself because I do these things. I love what I do, and I create out of love. I create out of gratitude. I create from the divine. I create out of just knowing that there's so much more to me and so much that I have to give. And I'm appreciative for being able to be basking in this. And so many people envy it, not knowing what it took and what it's still taking for me to show up as me authentically every day. But I would no longer hide myself. I would no longer allow jealous, envious people who want to steal my essence, who want to stop me, who want to. It's done. It's been done. This is my world. I create it the way I want to. And it's tears because it's tears of joy, but yes, it's also tears of happiness, yes, but sadness too because so many people have been so prominent and adamant on stopping me for no reason because I want to be great. Make it make sense. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm a little emotional. This has been a little emotional video, but it's happy tears, sad tears. Not that I'm depressed or sad. I'm just sad for the people that want to hurt me, and I'm sad for them because so many people just soulless. The money just there's so much more to them than they perceive. We all have a choice. We don't have to let our life define who we really is. I want people to know that no matter if you know you don't have, do have. God has always kept me, and that's enough for me, and I live in gratitude for that. Yeah, I want so much more. I deserve so much more because I've always been a hard worker. I've always been a go getter. It's just been so many people. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to play the victim either because I'm not the victim. I'm not playing the victim. We all are victims to things, but I've been the villain, and I'll be that if that's what everybody want to make me. Fine, but the energy speaks for itself. Then I create out of love. That's why all my stuff's so bright and it's intuitive, predictive art. So everything that I've spoken on that I've given it the paint has energetically showed up somehow, some way. 1:15:15 on the clock. My nose is itching. Let's get into these tubes, these manifestation tubes. See, God been giving me things, other things to create and invent. And these are my manifestation tools, y'all. And these tools, let me show y'all the first one I did, the one I did for me. Okay. These are people that just chiming in. I'm gonna keep showing them, and you can email me. And now I even think somebody got my email that I put up there for my universalhealing.info@gmail.com. I swear it's like my emails have been on froze. I don't even get a little off the ramp email. Like somebody, y'all people be messing with my technology too. My they do spell work to stop people from wanting to invest on me, make people jealous of me. I mean, it's just the hack my stuff so it won't, excuse me, confirmation before I want to see messages. So if anybody even emailed me, they probably could have reached out to me. People be stopping stuff from coming through to me too. So if they ain't doing it by hacking my tech, they energetically doing it. However the case, but God is good. What God has for me, can't no man take from me. And I'm just gonna keep showing up, and I'm gonna keep applying the pressure to let you all know that God is real. You can never stop me. You can't stop me from being great. You can't stop me from loving me. You might, okay, you mess with my finances, you mess with my health a little bit, you mess with my love life, you don't took my children from me, you don't took my mother, you done took everything I could possibly love. But you can't take the love that I have for me. You cannot make me hate y'all, because I don't hate not a soul. I really feel for everybody. No matter what I've had to go through. People choose to be wicked. We don't have to. We have free will. Now, this is my manifestation too. The very first one I made, the guy was, just for me being creative. I was like, oh, they gave me this idea to create this for me, so I can my manifestations can be activated and charged with this tube, and I can have this beautiful tube with all these crystals to amplify and protect my manifestation. And I'm just got to make this for me to give me something creative to do as well, and God was like, it's actually gonna help. And then I was got to just start making more of them, in case people are interested in it too. So it's maybe as my manifestations come to pass, because I have a lot of beautiful, some things are huge. Like I really want to do some ultimate things. So as I become successful, which I'm manifesting, that's one of my manifestations, I become very wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And I become successful. People probably start purchasing them because people want to, I don't know. But they're beautiful and they're powerful, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait on me. Try that yourself because things have been manifested for me, whether you think so or not. We don't tell everybody everything that happens for us, right? Even from the smallest things that I got in here, things that manifested. So, but yeah, so these are mine. So this is what I did. Like I got a lot of manifestations in here, y'all. I put some new ones in there along the way, like write your manifestations on it and that's the thing. So that's what comes with it. So when you get a tube, right? If you was to purchase one, you get a Palo Santo stick, these strips are right here. All right, and then I don't know the ink pen somewhere. You get an ink pen, and then you get a tea candle, okay, to go in the big tubes. Now, the tools gonna run different prices. As I'm able to get pictures, I'm gonna post them on my website. So hopefully, you can just check out my website and post. I gotta upload them and doing all that other work. You know what I'm saying? I kind of need help with that from my lover to do that part, so I gotta kind of wait on him. So and I really ain't asked him. I ain't cropped. I ain't did the editing or nothing yet. So, and I know as soon as I ask him to do it after I do my part, he will. But yeah, so that's what comes with them. I just showed y'all this is the sacral chakra one. I did do some chakras. I do all kind of other designs, and I'm coming after I finish this painting right here. I'm gonna do more. So yeah, as I'm able to collect and get more crystals and stuff. So this is the sacral chakra one. All right. This is a solar plex, and all of them are gonna look different. Like my next solar plexus one, not gonna look like this. It's gonna have a whole new different design. Actually, I'm gonna do one with some copper in it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, these are the ones without the copper though. Some of them got copper, and I'm show you that. So they got all kind of crystals and stones. And yes, the crystals and stones are real. All right, they are. But the other ones are diamonds. The diamonds not real, but I promise you, you're gonna have enough crystals and stones up here to activate. And all of them gonna have different amounts of different design, different things. And you'll see as I go. Okay. This is the. I'm not going in order with the chakras. I'm just showing them the ones without the copper first. This is the throat chakra one. You see all the beautiful crystals and stones. All right, you got all kind of guy, amethyst, agate, obsidian, rose quartz, crystal quartz, tiger's eye, aquamarine. It's so many different songs, y'all. It's probably I actually been working with about, let me not lie, one, two, three, about 14 different stones, all right? And then as I make money, oh yeah, because lazuli, as I make different ones and able to purchase different stones and crystals of all kinds, you know what I'm saying? I will, along the way, I will, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm grateful for when he can help me to get things from me. All of this been coming out of my own pocket, so I've been investing in me. So, it has, when I ask for things, I make sure I ask for things that I'm creating. So I have to pick and choose my battles on top of some of the personal things that I need. So it's all good. I'm grateful for when I get what I get. And I make the best of what I have, okay? 120, 121 o'clock. So here we go. This is the heart chakra one. Oh yeah, citrine already out to green agate, red agate, what I say, aquamarine. It's all kind of crystals. I'm gonna have to tell y'all one day, okay? But yeah, I put them on the bottom and I also put them at the top of the tubes too, okay? So they made all kind of different ways, okay? So that's that one, and let's get to the, okay, so this will be the first one I did with copper in it. This is the third album, okay? So this has copper in it, you can see throughout the tube. It's all throughout the tube, okay? Even up under these crystals, the copper is throughout the tube, just not in those places. It's all, the whole copper has tubes. You just can't see all of the copper. But yeah, this is the third eye one. You see, you got copper all throughout the tube, okay? But these crystals and stones are going to amplify, protect your manifestations, amplify. You can meditate with it. You can charge them in the sun. You can charge them in the moonlight, however you do. You can meditate when you meditate. To meditate on your focus on your manifestation. Take your manifestation out. Read them however often as you want to. It's kind of like an affirmation. When you read them and speak them, also it help amplify 1 2 2 4 2 on the clock, 1 2 2 4 4 on the clock, help you amplify and stage your manifestation. Matter of fact, it's time for me to go through mine again, read mine again. Okay, and that's the third, that's the root chakra. All right, let's get the third. This is the third eye one. And the very first one I made that y'all seen of mine. All right, this one, this was the crown chakra. So this purple up under this one, okay. All right, this is the very first one I made, so this was mine. But anyway, this is the third eye, okay. This has copper all through it too, but I made a lot of little openings so you can actually see the copper throughout the tube in this one. All right, and these are my manifestation tubes. Two, one, two, three, three, three on the clock. So yeah, I put, like I said, I put the crystals on the bottom as well, and I put them on top. See how it's covered? It's so pretty, y'all. They're so much prettier, like in person, and you like, and they're powerful too. Like I said, you do get to get a Palo Santo stick so you can cleanse and cleanse your own crystals and put your own energy in it, right? But it comes from, I make these out of divine love, and I love making these, y'all. I make these from my heart, so they're already powerful too, from the people that created. Whoever created, their energy matters, right? And then this is one of the, oh y'all, now this one I did like an abstract one, all right, with the abstract kind of art in the background. Y'all see all those beautiful colors? And then even right here, I don't know if y'all can see the crystals, even right here, like a sprinkle of crystals in between where the colors at. That's aquamarine. And then with the diamonds, I did all kind of little designs, swerving. And then this, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know why when I put this one up to the camera, I don't know, because it's so bright or so probably like it's copper throughout the whole tube too. You can see it better in person. Like this one, it don't do no justice over the counter because it's so colorful. It's so got all kind of diamonds and the way it's clustered and all kind of stones. I have like really tiny stones and medium sized stones that bulging out the tube. Like on top here is copper all throughout the here too. You see what I'm saying? And this design was very unique. This is one of my favorite ones, y'all, to be honest. And this was so powerful too. This one got a lot of energy coming off of it, okay? They're just sitting here waiting on somebody to want to purchase them. And this is my cosmic one. Like, this just has the stars in it, all right? It just have like stars and copper. Y'all see the copper through the tube. Then it has its own design going on too. All the curves and loops, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make this kind of like sway, like cosmic energy and stuff. You see, I have the crystals and stones at the top as well. And again, on the bottom, the whole tube is covered in stones, copper, designs. Like, I love this one too. This is another one of my favorites. The more I work on these, the more craftier, the more ideas I'm giving. I'm gonna continue to like make them. Okay, I'm gonna continue to make them. After I finish my painting, I'm gonna start on another one. Okay. Okay, guys, I hear you. Y'all. Oh, they just gave me this brilliant idea. I cannot share. But all right, listen. This is the Eva I one. This is the latest one I just made. This is the last one I just made, y'all. This is the Eva I one. You see, I got, and the Eva I is made up of crystals: lapis lazuli, crystal quartz, aquamarine, and obsidian. Is this whole concept, right? And then you got citrine for the yellow to give it some more contrast, some more color definition here. And citrine is a very powerful, high vibrational stone as well. All right, for protection and all that. There go the Eva eye at the top of the lid, as y'all can see there. You know what I'm saying? And then you got it at the bottom, so you know these people cannot be Eva eye in your manifestations. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make me one. I'm gonna make me one of this. So, and then I'm also going to start making the mini versions. And they'll be cheaper. I do have a mini version. I supposed to did this as a giveaway, and the person ain't reached back out to the email, so I'm just gonna try to find somebody else to give it away to. All right. So this has copper through it as well. It has all different crystals, and it's a little on design. And again, only thing about this one is it don't have the hanging method, and it also it will only come with a polycentral stick and an ink pen. No, not a polycentral stick. It will only come with an ink pen and the sheets. Yeah, and maybe a polycentral stick. It just ain't gonna come with the tea candle. I think. Either way, I'll figure it out. Okay, but yeah. So these are the mini versions. Some of them will have copper, and some of them won't. The coppers are gonna be confirmation, but excuse me, more expensive. And then depending on what type of crystals and stones I use, it's gonna get more expensive too. So. Yay. But that's that on that, y'all. Yeah, I'm excited. Like I say, I'm working on this, and after I finish this painting, I'm actually going to after I finish this painting, I don't know. I might work on another painting after I finish this one. Yeah. And I don't know, I might go back and forth. See, that's what I be saying. I be getting all these things that God be showing me. Y'all don't know. Because they already gave me another idea for a new painting. So, a concept. A concept of paint. A message. It's a message, okay? It's a message. 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 But I gotta finish this one first, y'all. See, my mind be going faster than I can create. You know what I'm saying? But it's always gonna be that. Just don't matter when I get to it. As long as I do it, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing. Y'all been picking up on TLC energy a lot. I keep getting that waterfalls, and I was like, why am I picking up on this? But I feel like it was like literally maybe some energy. My nose is itchy coming through from like left eye, at least the left eye, little past. I don't know, from the other side. And then I was like, why am I singing this? And I was like, what are you trying to say? I'm trying to connect because mind you, I think I do have I know I do, like to talk to like mediumship or whatever, talk to the afterlife because I always talk to my loved ones and stuff but I never just tap into it or try to hone into it or like try to just focus on that. But I feel like for some reason that energy been reaching out to me because I've been hearing that song a lot. But somebody could have like for real HIV out there. But I was like, is this why am I hearing this song? Because actually it came it came in a channel message came to as I was looking in the mirror. You know, it says what it say looking at. I don't know, but I was like, why am I singing the song? Is I'm singing the song, and I was like, is this Lisa Left Eye Lopez trying to reach out to me? I said, Soul Spirit, I need you to give me more, give me more. And then out of nowhere, I was sitting there just, putting on my clothes up. And it was like, what about your friends? Are they gonna be low down? Are they gonna let you down again? So I'm like, yeah, it's like her energy was coming through, but also too, it's like somebody friend, maybe an old friend of yours. They could have somebody that you used to be friends with, maybe in school, in high school, whatever, or somebody you friend with now. I don't have friends, so but somebody you could have used to be friends with, they could be battling with HIV. They could have got HIV, or somebody that's close to you, somebody you know, somebody friend could have gave them HIV if you mess around with your friend or something like that. Or somebody could have been messing around with their friend. I don't know, but it's something about somebody having some type of uncurable disease out there. But to be honest, all diseases are curable if you just fast and break your cellular down and put you you can really get rid of anything. Okay, you just gotta really go willing to, I guess, go through the process. All right, you gotta be willing to want to live, and go through what you gotta go through. You know what I'm saying? And put all fast, break your cells down, like not eat, and just I guess and let your cells do what they're gonna do, fight against this stuff, and then start putting these high vibrational herbs and nutrients and meditation and all this other stuff. It's a way to do stuff, y'all. It's just that, but yeah, some of these people, because they did this to you, I'm getting it. So yeah, a friend, this is happening to people too because they tried to do this to you. So people be trying to do that too. I picked up on that too. 13201 on the clock. That people would be trying to 13204 to confirm it. Be trying to give you AIDS and HIV through spell work. People be trying to give people cancer, diseases and stuff through spell work. That's a thing. It's crazy, right? It's like somehow I don't know how they do it, but they do. They do. Some hideous spells and some hideous people out there that willing to go to great depths to try to make you sick and kill you off. But when you protected that stuff, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to worry about. But that's why these people getting sick. That's why it's happening to them for real because 13244 on the clock, 13245 confirmation. This is why it's happening to them because they try to do it to you through spell work and that magic is backfiring and they're gonna get it and they're not gonna be able. I don't care what they do, they're not gonna be able to cure any type of way, no matter if they try to take a natural route because these people went through great debts to sacrifice animals and all this other crazy stuff. And I'm picking up on that while I was out today too to try to off people. They want to make you sick. I told you that's what they do. They make you sick through spell work. I had three near death experiences yesterday. They tried to take me out like last night. They tried to take me out again. And it hit. When I say it hit home heavy, to the point my body thought off so bad, to where I literally felt my soul trying to leave my body on three occasions. First, they tried to make me sick, like I hadn't eaten nothing, I hadn't drunken anything, so it was like it made it seem like I was poisoned. But I'm like, what could I have poisoned? Because I ain't ate or drunk nothing, right? And then I broke out into sweat, like this weird sweat. And then I kept, as I was breaking out in sweat, and I was feeling this way, I felt like I was going to just drop, right? And then it kind of left. I breathed through it or whatever. And then I was sitting there playing Uno with my daughter because she wanted to play a game. Even though I wasn't feeling well, I still played with her anyway. And while I was playing with her, I felt like, again, within that same 2 hours, it was another attempt to try to take me out of my body like three times. And I was going into like a phase, a shock. I wouldn't lay down. I wouldn't allow myself to go to sleep. And then my baby, he was like, just come on, baby. He was cooking at the time. I hadn't ate nothing Mario USA at the time. He was like, come on. He had some years ago. He said, come in the kitchen with me and just help me cook. And you know what I'm saying? And you'll be okay. He like, yeah, don't. He said, don't all of them pass. He said, don't they? He said, this one ain't gonna do nothing. This one ain't gonna hit you either. You're gonna be fine. 1, 3, 4, 5, 4 on the clock. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the clock. He said, you got this. And then I went in the kitchen and I started like not really helping him cook, but just around the kitchen with the music and dancing a little bit and stuff. And even though I was still feeling like I was feeling, it was like slowly like lifting up off me. And then I went into deep meditation later on that night. But yeah, I'm here today. And then I had another line of protection coming through. And I just kept hearing my ancestors, my mom and granddaddy, them, don't worry, baby, we got you. Don't worry, we got you. Don't worry, we got you. Like I'm always protected. I'm always kept. 1 3 5 3 4 on the clock. So 1 3 5 3 5, yeah. I'm always protected. So my life is challenging. Every stream, every working day, I'm enduring and overcoming a lot, and it's tedious as hell. But I'm here for the ride, and I'm okay with it. And again, I say that I'm not attached to this body because I know this is not the real me. But I love my life. I love having this experience, and I want to live it to the fullest. I don't want to go like this. I want to make sure my girl's straight. I want to make sure my um, this bloodline came in here. If I come back to it again, they're going to be generationally wealthy. That I break the curses that I have. That I leave a legacy. That I make the change that I'm meant to make, not just for me on this plane, but for others as well. Because I never forget when I was about 8 to 10 years old, I looked at myself in the mirror and my soul self told this me that I was here to help save the world. And I did this by saving me and being a living example to all to know that God is real, the divine is real, and it lies within us. Somebody tried to send me a message, and he said it was a bot trying to give me all this. The God is the Father, Shabbat, the Father and the Son. And I said, baby, God ain't no man or woman. God is showing up through me, experiencing me as a woman, a man as a man, a tree as a tree, a bird as a bird, etc. God is within me and all around me. God is those who are in divine alignment and pure at heart and righteous. And it also is those experiencing its lower parts of itself that has free will to choose to heal and align with divinity or express itself in its lower essence. It is not no merely one person or thing, but it expresses itself in a way that people will know that it's something greater that is all that lies everywhere through by looking at the things around you taking place, the beauty of the land and how she's Persian and the things of nature and how it's going, and the things that God is the wicked seeing that the things that they're doing can no longer stand, and how they see the transformation and transition and elevation in those who don't look like they think God is supposed to look like and don't sound like who they think that the divine is supposed to sound like, because it has no depiction of of a physical preference when it is everything, but it expresses itself through love and divinity. God is all things, but the highest essence of God, of creation, is divine love, and that's truth. That's high vibrations and frequencies, bright light, and also the blackness of all that is. And it's all mixed in a big pot of nothingness and everything at the same time. It's just merely existing and experiencing itself through all that is. Some of us choose to take the high road and stand and go through things and endure it and choose to be pure heart and stay righteous. And some of us choose to take the low road to go through things, endure it in a low vibrational way, and choose to turn wicked. It's your choice. But energy is what it is. We have cycles in these cosmic lives and these cosmic um, ways of being. Energy ciphers itself, it cycles itself. And so, as I say, um, If you look at summer, winter, spring, and fall, every time it comes back around, that's a cycle. It's going to happen, but it's always evolutions and changes taking place. It's never the same as the year before or da 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 da. So, this cycle that's around here as we came out of the Kali Yuga or the Dark Age, or however you want to perceive it, we're going into this enlightened age, this Sattva Yuga, this enlightened age, this crystalline age, this divine age, right? This divine essence and energy. My nose is itching. This is what time it is, and it has evolved. It's not going to look like it did the last Sattva Yuga or Divine Cycle. It has evolved over in time. It has learned more. It has grown more. It has new expressions of itself here. It has new expressions of ourselves here. As we do have our old memories that come online that we're going to access through all the ancient knowledge and wisdom that we have within our DNA coding and cosmic that our soul signatures are embodied. I told you, as you raise your heart frequencies, you can embody more of your soul guidance, more of your soul bodies, more solar energy, more soul energy that can house itself within you so you can activate these parts of yourself through by I said this a while back, that junk DNA, a lot of that too is like blanks, like it's where information can be stored. So it's like a disc or something where a RAM hasn't been put on yet. So it's like a hard drive or flash drive, okay? That flash drive with it that's connected to your hard drive, right? It's a flash drive that you put into your system that's connected everywhere from every cell, atom, electron, whatever you want to call it, however you want to perceive it, all that is. And it's like as you raise your vibration frequencies and if you embody this light, those DNAs that's considered junk, it's not junk, right? It's only memories that have to be unlocked and reactivated. And some of them are blank. They hadn't even received or hadn't perceived any type of information yet because as you evolve and as you come into these new energies and frequencies, as these portals open up for more enlightened codes to come to, as your heart expands, these solar energies is going to come and you're going to integrate these energy and it's going to plug into that junk empty card or memory or solar essence of yourself or that cell, and it's going to receive that information and it's going to upgrade you, upgrade information, upload information, upgrade your DNA. You're going to upgrade to new cells. You're going to upgrade to new knowledge. You're going to upgrade to, new cosmic energy that has evolved over time that's coming back around. My nose is itching. And it's beautiful if you just receive to know that you are that powerful and that unique and that divine, and it's more to you than meet the eye, but you have to do the work. And you can't steal nobody energy who's been doing the work. That's over with. You really wasn't stealing our energy anyway. We was doing it ourselves. You was using us. We was puppets. It was us still doing it, but we was low vibration, our emotions, our thoughts, our everything. So we was creating and manifesting these things for those who were soulless that lost their way, that have eons of karmic debt to pay. They hijack the energy, but they can't hijack this game. Oof. They're not going to be able to see much because it's still hard to see after I even clean my 1:43 on the clock. They're not going to be able to see their way through this one. They're not going to be able to see their way to hack this one. They're not going to be able to receive the hidden knowledge because we're awakening to who we are and we're keeping it within us and only we can utilize and use it 14400 on the clock, the 144 frequency people that uphold that consciousness, that energy frequency. Those are the ones that going to perceive all the secrets, the knowledge, and unlock it within them, and we're manifesting from our high hearts and mind. We will no longer let anybody else control us to do their evil, low vibrational, negative bidding anymore because we're in our higher conscious, our higher knowings, and now we're manifesting those realities into this existence of this cosmic plane. Planes. It's just what time it is, and it's beautiful. 14440 on the clock. 14444. So we're here. It's a lot, I know, but remember we had to endure all this and go through all this so we can feel good and have this uh, relief. All right. I don't even like to say read nothing because I don't want. We can have this fast track of coming to this new essence of obtaining who we really are, our evolved selves of higher consciousness, and also the ancient knowledge has evolved too over time. Know that. So there will be new things that perceive 1 4 5 2 3 on the clock that has been perceived that has never hasn't been. It just happened because it has evolved. Evolution comes with new essences too, new things. Y'all don't think that new things come about with evolution? I hear that thing. There's nothing new up under the sun, but it's three suns. Okay, and those sun cycles have evolved. So yeah, there's new energy. So there is, although people perceive what they have intel to know that these cycles coming back around and under, understand what they know, there is also new knowings that's going to come online that exists in this evolution that hasn't existed. See what I'm saying? Through a new experience, and I say this because I spoke on this on a video a while back, long time ago, how me as Lakita, right? Lakita Dawson. That's who I am. Although my ancestors and their knowledge and all the cells of the knowledge that has already obtained itself and lived in this essence is made up of this body, and that conscious, that energy is there, all right? Those frequencies, those memories are housed inside this temple. My soul energy signature that I've experienced as a soul of all I've experienced as the divine too lies within this temple. And I also obtain new knowledge too as I expand and grow through the new knowledge that soul source get through other aspects, and that's what I mean. So to get this new energy, how you know things is new that exists, as I came here and everything that I've had to go through in my experience in the wave, I had to walk my walk, talk my talk, live my life, go through what I've gone through. That's new energy. That's a new memory. That's a new experience. So it hadn't been done. So me as Lakita is that new experience of this essence of source that has experienced itself in that fragment that goes back to source that helps somebody else to also obtain this information through cosmic intelligence that they end up collecting from their experience in another realm, another life, or later on to my children, whatever, right? This is the new knowledge, my experience, as everybody else in this plane or wherever else is obtaining their life experience and their new knowledge that also is going back to self. So it's that I can somehow obtain too to help guide me. Either I'm watching these people around me, that's a part of my story, or I'm obtaining some knowledge from somewhere else to another experience. Even me as source is having to collect here because I'm energetically earning that cosmic information to help me to obtain new knowledge as well through somebody else or something else's new experiences. I am having a new experience through source, through my life that I'm living as Mila Kita right now. And it hasn't been done because I'm doing it to obtain new information. We all living in our own dynamics of fragments of our life, whether it's a bird, whether it's a tree, whether it's an insect, whether it's an animal, whether it's whatever. It's having this cycle in the way it's having this cycle. Each essence of itself. The rock, the sand, whatever, the water, the life, whatever life form, organisms, molecules, atoms, it's having a different experience as its essence of itself, right? And that energy is being collected. That's the new information that hasn't been done, that's being obtained, that's being collected, that's you're able to integrate. My nose is itching as you're doing the work. And no one's done it like I've done it. No one's done it like you've done it. Your own experience is your own personal experience. 1:49:49 on the clock. And that's the new information. And we evolve over time. And it's other aspects of yourself that have experienced something else that's helping you in your evolution that you obtaining. It's beautiful if we just embrace it and expand in our conscious and our knowledge and know that all things are possible. Some things take times, but it's all energy, and we can tap into some ultimate energy as it shifts. All right. And as these three suns, people talk about two, but I'm telling you, I picked up on three, and it is three. Okay, that we're as me, I'm able to probably going to be perceive. I'm picking up on this because I'm going to be able to perceive this type of energy of these three suns, and our cosmic alignment in my lifetime. All right. So these three suns is going to bring a type of force, a source of a new cycle. That's what I'm saying. I think this is the first time because of evolution that this is going to be a third sun that's going to come into this cosmic plane. But it's been on its way. And that's what's changing. That's where the evolution also is going to take place. And that's where some type of new energy and super, all this stuff is going to come online. It's going to be different this time in this life cycle of the divine knowledge or Sasa Yuga or whatever you want to call it. Because the cycle is the cycle. But like I say, with cycles come evolution. 15144 o'clock. Yeah, I've been talking and I ain't been back painting, and that's because I've been getting a lot of. But know that I love you all. I'm about to get off here, okay? 1551 on the clock, and I'm about to go eat me something. I've been intermediate fasting. I've been drinking a little bit, but I've been intermediate fasting. But I'm about to go eat. You know what I'm saying? Put something on the old goody gut. I need to fast, y'all. Your girl ain't did that. I think I did. One day I fasted. One day years ago, and when I fasted that one day, out of all those years from the time my daughter was 3.5 to the time she got 9 years old, that one day I fasted, that's when I was able to talk to her for the first time when she was 9 years old. So fasting, dude, it's a beautiful thing. It really unlocks stuff. It can bring your manifestations too. So, and I've been guided too. So 15234. I'm really gonna try to find some type of fast for me. I intermediate fast every day. See what I'm saying? I do that. So, but I need to try to see about going, through some daily fasts, maybe juice or just fruit or something. But it's like my body out. It's like the things I have to endure as far as my physical pain, but how I'm, it's a process, y'all. Don't ever beat yourself up because you hadn't did or hadn't perceived in certain things. You're at where you're supposed to be at, and don't never envy nobody else that can do it. I have done it. You see what I'm saying? I'm never mad. Oh, I know people that say they're on fasted 40 days and I did this and that's, you know what I'm saying? And I don't look at them people and be like, "Oh, no, I'm gonna get there when I'm supposed to get there. Because my goal in my life, 15324, is to become a solar Tarian. Like, well, I don't want to have to a brother Tarian, solar Tarian, whatever you call it. Well, I don't want to have to eat or drink or nothing. That's my goal, and I know I'm gonna manifest that because that's what I'm gonna manifest for me. Confirmation that my daughters clap their hands. So that's my manifest. That's one of the things I'm manifesting for me, and I'm gonna get there. Baby steps though. It'll happen, and when it's supposed to 153, 53 on the clock. You know what I'm saying? As long as you taking the steps and you like everything I've ever did, coming off of drugs or whatever, coming off stuff, it was like a steady, slow process. And it wasn't nothing that I had to force either. It just like all kind of happened naturally as I wanted it. I manifested it. It just slowly happened over time. Now I don't know what bloop. Don't want this, not doing this one, gotta not do it, I don't do it. So, it'll happen and it happen how it's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen. Just know that. Okay? Anyway, I love you all. And I'm sending so much love and healing energies to those, out there, whoever want, even trying to hurt me. I don't hate you. You hate you, but I need you to learn to love me. That's the only way you're gonna learn to love me. 15444 on the clock. And I need you to love you. As I need me to love me and everybody to love them so we can love 154 and 54 on the clock so we can love and appreciate each other and coexist in harmony and divinity. That's it. Once we love to learn us, appreciate us at where we at, and evolve on our journey to our own life experience, we'll learn to love and appreciate others. 15515. And it's gonna take work, but we'll get there. Because I'm manifesting it. I'm gonna see it in this life. I'm gonna see peace and love and harmony. I'm already manifesting it for my life, and only the God those in that alignment. Confirmation, confirmation. 15533 on the clock. So we all can coexist and just be there for each other. We don't have to hate. We don't have to be envious. We don't have to be in jealousy when people are where they're at, because that's what their experience is and where we're supposed to be at. 15551 on the clock. Even though 15555, even though I know I suppose the massive change is coming, yes it is. Even though I feel like innately and soulfully I'm supposed to be at a certain place in my life, no matter how much spell work been done, whatever, I'm exactly where I'm at, and I'm okay with it. Because as long as I'm keep showing up for me and loving me, and I'm at peace with where I'm at right now, even if I go tomorrow, my heart is at peace. I'm at peace, so I won't be held in all this bondage and hate and pain and unforgiveness and all this stuff. And here go my soul still bound to another lesson that I'm having to learn. All right, and I don't want to go through that. So I already know what it's gonna take soulfully for me to, even if I leave this world today, that I'm gonna be all right and I'm gonna evolve and go exactly. I'm gonna have it all. I already got it all in the ethers. 15644 on the clock. So it's manifesting here, and I'm okay with where I'm at. And when I'm supposed to have what I'm supposed to have it happen when it happens. And just because I feel like I deserve it and I think it's supposed to happen now, no matter what spell work or whatever slowed it down, it was slowed down for a reason. And I know this and I accept this and I'm okay with this. And I'm just gonna keep showing up, keep making waves, keep being in my divine heart. So again, no matter if I don't stay in this physical body that I'm not attached to, my soul know that its journey is going to be exactly what's supposed to. Confirmation with the clap again. Remember that the pressure only creates a beautiful diamond of light. Until next time. Bye now.